Sorry about that, guys. My battery, even though both of them were fully charged, or at least I thought they were, both of them were dead, so I had to go plug the camera into the wall. And because what I've been trying to do lately is direct upload from the files on my camera to YouTube, so that I don't have to worry about quality or anything. And then it also makes it so that I'm a little more alert, so that I don't have to put it into iMovie and edit out like half the video because I say something stupid. So I don't know, I just think it's a little bit easier, especially since I have so many tutorials to just do it this way. So anyway, back to the eye. You want more on the top, so we put the white on the black. You want more black on the top, some black on the side, and then a little black on the bottom. In relation to how the white is, and you want it to look, I want to say, like, I don't want to say sad, but you know what I mean, like a little like that. And now let's do it again to the other side. And yeah, what I typically do is, like I say, oh, the arm is exactly the same as the other arm, because it's the same thing, just the other side. But I don't know, the eyes are short enough where I feel like I can just show both of them on camera. So alright, so like that. Make sure the nose is still up. Now I guess I'll add the eyeballs on. So the eyes are kind of like pinkish, reddish, purple. I want to go with this red just because it's what I have right here. And I guess I'm just going to put them right kind of like here. Right like that. And then do it again. Keeping in mind that you don't want the eye to look like this, like sticking out all the way. So push it down or use less clay. The tips that I've kind of said before. Why is this? Right. Oh, give me a second. I used a little too much red showing what not to do, that it got stuck to the white and kind of started to pull it. So let me just fix this. But in the meantime, I guess this would be a good time to ask you guys, because I kind of wanted to ask this and create a little bit more discussion in these tutorials. How do you guys feel about Five Nights as a whole? Like, are you like a fan of the game? Are you just a fan of the game because it's so hype? Like, what's your stance on it? Like, for me, I only got into it because I wanted to beat the 420 mode. Like, I wanted like those bragging rights and just be like, yeah, like I beat it. I conquered the hardest mode and I did that. So I'm not really huge into the game. Like, I'm not a huge fan. I'm pretty hyped for the third game just because, I don't know. That's like, I guess, the first game that the first Five Nights game that's like coming out that I haven't watched like a bunch of videos on YouTube for already. So I don't know, that's kind of cool, but generally speaking, I'm not a huge fan of the series or anything. I don't really PC game or like game on the computer, and I know that's like a Steam game, and I don't really do that a whole lot. So, but that's just my opinion. So what I'm gonna do now is, and this is what I was trying to do before, and I guess it didn't really work. I'm gonna add some purple clay to the side right here, because Bonnie's face, or at least the head, yeah, it's kind of like, see, it's kind of like this, and that's what I was trying to do earlier. I guess it didn't really work because either I didn't have enough clay or I just didn't do it good enough. So we're gonna do like this. We'll do it to the other side too, because if you look on the artwork and stuff, well, not really the artwork, but just in-game models, or at least the one I'm using, the jaw is kind of connected based on this kind of thing, because the jaw goes all the way around. I'm sure you guys can envision that with the way that it is. Okay, so I'm gonna do you wanna know what? I'm gonna do the jaw, because I think that would actually be easier. So because I'm making a closed mouth, you don't have to put the red inside the mouth. If you think that like maybe you're gonna be able to see it, then I guess you kind of could maybe put some in there, because all I'm gonna do is kind of make that little like worm shape that I just made, flatten it, and then we're kind of just gonna put it on like this. So the mouth is gonna be closed, so you're not really gonna see anything. But if you wanted to open it, then you could just take some red, kind of put a layer of red, on this purple part, and then just kind of open the mouth like that or whatever. So I'm going to do the teeth now. I think Bonnie has 7 teeth. I think I counted that. It's like Mario has like the 6 little dips in his mustache, so Bonnie has 7 teeth, I believe. So just really small, like that, all the way around. Trying to make them as even as you can. It's like the one thing I have trouble with is like being consistent, like all the way around when I have to do things in you know, like repetition. And you also want to make them, like, you don't want to make them huge, but you want to make them small enough so that, you know, like, when they go in his mouth, you know, you'll be able to see them. So I think, and like, I know the Lucario one was pretty easy, or at least I thought it was pretty easy, but I think this tutorial is probably going to be no more than... Yeah, probably no more than 4 parts, because the thing about it is the head is really the hardest part. And once again, I'm having a pretty easy time with the head, and the body is really just shapes, a bunch of circles, because you know they're like animatronics or whatever, so they have that kind of look to them. So I don't think 2, 3, 5. I don't think we're gonna have too much trouble at all with the rest of this tutorial. It might be 4 parts, if that. So one more tooth. Then we will attach this, and I might end this part here. I don't know why my camera doesn't show how long it's been recording. My old inferior camera did that, and then this new camera doesn't do that, unless I just enable a feature or something. So I'm gonna do like that, and then kind of what we were doing earlier and how we made this little, like, you know, this little, I guess, dip right here. It's going to help us a lot because we can put the back of the jaw, it kind of, if you push it up, you'll see there's like a little, like, you know, because it's going right in the little dip we made. And that's kind of the best way I've found to accurately kind of attach the jaw. So like that. Perhaps I made some of the teeth a little too big, so I guess just make sure you're not making them too big or anything. I'm not going to go back and fix it, but you could just easily unattach the jaw, take some clay off. I forgot to do some stuff to the eyes. Let me do that quickly. We got to put the little black pupil in. I thought something looked kind of off. The other black pupil, and then there's some white in the eyes. The white is right there. Black. And the white is right there. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I actually might go back and just take some of the teeth off, make them a little smaller. But this is what I'm going to call the end of part 1. We pretty much have the entire head. We'll probably do the ears next time. Start the body, the bow tie, and then the limbs will be last. So, thanks for watching, and let's move on to the next part.